Rolia's passion grew day by day. She couldn't hide her new path of faith anymore. At first, when she started attending fellowships, people were curious but didn't pay much attention. Most assumed she was just accompanying a friend, but as time went on, it became obvious, even to the blind, that Rolia had become a devoted Christian. Rumors began to circulate in school. Soon, the news reached the village. Some students who were traditional worshippers reported Rolia to her father. Rolia's father, Kamolu, called her and her mother. He was furious. "Is this rumor I heard about you true?" he demanded. "I was told you now attend church and school." Rolia burst into tears. She couldn't say a word. "Do you know the consequences of what you're doing? Do you want to die? What do you take Ebibi for? You are the priestess of Ebibi, an oracle. Have you forgotten your power? Do you want to tarnish your father's legacy?" he shouted. Rolake, Rolia's mother, sat quietly, staring at her daughter with deep disappointment. She was shocked to her bones. Kamolu instructed Rolia to stop attending fellowship and even threatened to go to the school and cause trouble. Rolia, knowing what her father was capable of, begged him and promised to stop attending the school fellowship. Rolia did stop attending fellowship at school, but she continued sneaking to Victory's house in the evening to pray and fellowship in church. She had learned about personal communion with God through Mr. Charles, her school fellowship coordinator, and Pastor Henry, a friend's father. She started having spiritual encounters in her dreams. She shared them with Pastor Henry and sometimes with Mr. Charles during break time at school. Rolia found her joy again. She was happy that all eyes were no longer on her, and she had found a way to continue her journey with Christ without interruption. Though she felt sad whenever she remembered she had to hide to practice a new faith, she always hoped that one day God would lead her through. She never joked with prayers. She consistently prayed for help and total breakthrough from everything hindering her from serving Jesus. The Ebibi Festival was around the corner, and Rolia's mind was filled with sadness and cried profusely and began to lose concentration. She was constantly thinking of a way out. She knew that in a few weeks the fortification and ritual to prepare her for the festival duties would begin. 2 days before the first fortification and ritual, which were to be performed by Rolia and the other Ebibi priests, Rolia went to Victory's house and told her about her plan to run away from home. Victory, who was afraid for her friend's safety, advised Rolia not to run away to avoid unforeseen dangers. Instead, she came up with a plan to hide Rolia in her house without telling anyone, not even her parents. That evening, after they finished their assignment, Rolia pretended to say goodbye to Victory's parents. Victory then followed her, pretending to see her off, but instead she took Rolia to hide somewhere behind the staircase. The plan was for Rolia to remain there until Victory's parents had gone to bed. Then Rolia would sneak up into her room, where she would sleep over. Rolia would also sneak out before the family woke up for morning devotion.